عِلْمٍ فَضَلُّوا وَأَضَلُّوا. Today's hadith is found in the narration collection of Imam Muslim, where the Prophet ﷺ said that indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't just take away knowledge from people, doesn't just snatch it, but rather He will take away the scholars. He will take away the scholars, and then people will be left with the people will be left, and they will take as leaders people who are ignorant. And then these ignorant leaders will be asked for a fatwa, for a religious verdict, and then they will give them a fatwa based on no knowledge. And so as a result, they will lead themselves astray, and they will lead the masses, the people, astray. So this hadith, it's not meant to drown us in despair. Rather, it's a mix of warning and guidance. So it's warning us from being careless and indifferent about knowledge and its importance and its value. And it's also a guidance for us to accompany scholars and to learn Islam and to spend times with people who are well versed in Islam, specifically like knowledge pertaining to the Sharia. If we look at our history, our Islamic history, our predecessors were known to spend years with scholars. Years. That doesn't mean that they go into a cave and they cut off their life so that they could learn Islam. No, they had their businesses, they had their trade, they had their families, but they knew the importance of knowledge, so they prioritized it over other things. And so this hadith is saying that there'll be a point where people will not, people will take the religious, they will take people as ignorant people as their leaders, because they don't know who's knowledgeable and who's not, who are real scholars and who are just claimants. And so it's really important for us to accompany scholars, because what scholars do is that they give us the tools to understand Islam. So we could have all the hadith, all the collections, all the scholarly books, but we don't know how to understand it, how to filter it, how to synthesize, what are the reliable books, who are the reliable scholars. All that requires direct transmission, direct dissemination of knowledge. It doesn't just come out of nowhere. And so even the normal Muslim who's not a scholar or a talib ilm, it's their responsibility when they ask for a fatwa that they ensure that scholar is qualified to give a fatwa. So they ask about his background, where he studied, what books did he study, with which, who are the teachers, where did he graduate from. All of this is important. We don't just ask any person with a beard and imama to give a verdict, or we go on Google or this website X or website Y, because we need to ensure that they are qualified to give that fatwa. And so this hadith, inshallah, gives us this understanding and this grounding before we ask for a fatwa, that we ensure the credibility of. And this is something not just in Islamic knowledge, even in other sciences and other disciplines. Like, you ensure that the credibility of the scholar who is talking about physics or talking about health and nutrition or anything, like, you want to ensure that they are credible, and that's common sense. And most importantly in Islam, because this is dunya and akhirah. So the religious verdict is going to impact your dunya and akhirah. So I hope this was beneficial and enlightening for all of us. يروي الإمام مسلم في صحيحه عن عمرو بن العاص قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول إن الله لا يقبض العلم انتزاعا ينتزعه من الناس ولكن يقبض العلماء حتى لا يترك منهم عالما فيأخذ الناس رؤوسا جهالا فيسألوا فضلوا ويضلوا. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت.